Long overlooked except in Japan and select pockets of South America, the King of Fighters returns for one more shot at the fighting game throne in Part 13 of the long-running series. While its previous entry ultimately fell short of an ambitious rebirth onto the scene, lucky number 13 seems intent to bring this internationally inspired fighter back onto the map, with more characters, combos, and content than ever before. The 90s are back in a very good way, but just what will this bigger and better KOF bring in 2011?
Ready, go!
For starters, the game's modes build upon 12's threadbare offerings with an impressive set of new additions all around. Fresh meat can get a crash course in KOF before graduating onto the tough combos of Trial Mode, or dig into the all-new story feature, which expands the series' famously expansive mythos with a multi-path, visual novel-style experience. Chapters can be replayed for varying outcomes and unlockable art pieces that find their way into the game's gallery function. Meanwhile, standard fighting game staples like arcade mode are now supplemented by time trial and survival variants, and a customization option lets you visually tweak characters and teams for color-coordinated perfection.
Perfect!
King of Fighters 13 seems to be pushing content above all else, but a fighting game sequel would be nothing if its roster didn't grow alongside its aspirations. A respectable cast of 30-plus fighters will bring back familiar faces like the voluptuous Shi-Ninja Mai Shiranui and Kyokugen master Takuma Sakazaki, who seems to have been hitting the same protein shakes and meat buffets as the mega buff Ralph and Clark. Fatal Fury lackey Billy Kane joins the fray as one of the two console-exclusive characters shipping with the game, alongside the human form of the enigmatic Psyche, who bears a curious resemblance to the androgynous Ash Crimson. With a multitude of new global venues and the reintroduction of character teams and tracks, the aesthetic elements that defined classic King of Fighters fare feel like they're re-emerging. But when it comes to the iconic tag team fighting format that always seems to change bit by bit in every new installment, SNK Playmore has gone back to the drawing board here once again. The befuddling clashes and critical counters of KOF 12 are being replaced by juiced-up EX moves and a robust system of cancels, culminating in mind-boggling hyperdrive combos and devastating Neomax specials. Drastic change can often come with a bit of trepidation, but so far, it looks like there's a lot of possibility for the new systems, and combat immediately feels slicker, faster, and much different than the last game. We've been able to play a few matches online, and while the launch period could be a different story, the fighting seems to hold up well with the game's renovated network features. With promises of improved lobby, netcode, and replay support, King of Fighters 13 is definitely aiming to position itself as a contender among the long-lived online fighters played today. But does the game do enough to pick itself up from the missteps that thwarted its predecessor's return to the spotlight? Find out later this month if King of Fighters returns to royalty in our full review.